Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 9 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone had a great kickoff to a new year. Let's make it a great year, folks. And this is a good card to read for the beginning of the year. It's a good card at any time, but this is applicable. Surrender and let go of the past. Whatever life takes away from you, let it go. When you surrender and let go of the past, you allow yourself to be fully alive in the moment. Letting go of the past means that you can enjoy the dream that's happening right here, right now. Yesterday's gone. Tomorrow's not here. What are you doing right now? Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials down 135, NASDAQ off 33, S&P's off 13, gold contract up $20.90, trading at $1,223 an ounce. Silver up 60 cents at $19.97 an ounce. Platinum up 39 bucks at $1,403 an ounce. Copper down a penny at $3.38 a pound. Light sweet crude smoked, baby, down $2.93, trading out at $95.50 a barrel. Bonds, you had the 10-year up 5 ticks. It rejected lower price, did it on lighter volume at 123.07. 30-year rejected lower price, had it on lighter volume. Bang, back up. 9 ticks at 128.19. King dollar up 551 ticks at 80.74. The euro down 98 at 136. And the yen off 49, trading at 104.76. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, guess what, folks? We just had a surge in here. It's a beautiful thing, but it's pretty good that I know the market by heart because I was in front of a screen all day long. Guess what? What do we do out here? Okay, amazing. So S&Ps, this is what the S&Ps did. S&Ps down 15 bucks. We did 591 million shares. You had an expansion of volume. You got into lower price. If you actually look at the SPY, folks, the first hour and 15 minutes today, we did as much volume, or just about as much volume, as we had done last week. Okay, so it was a big number. The SPY was down $1.77. You're at 102.92. We came off that with 115 million shares. That's after making highs out there with 86 million shares, with 61 million shares. We are at 182.92. Now, in order to get back inside a lower range, it has about another dollar. Well, it has exactly $1.15 to go down. 181.75 puts it back inside the lower range. That would send it after the 177.32 area. We take a look at the Dow Industrials, what you had with the Dow out here. What the Dow said, did choose down $1.35. We right now are at 16,444. That has a long way to go to get down inside the lower range, which would be 16,174. We take a look at the NASDAQ composite. What you have with the composite is this. She come down 33 bucks. She is at 4143, and at 4143, folks, we are approaching the gap where it slightly gapped away on the 20th. We did have an expansion of volume. If we take a look at the NDX 100, the 3 Qs, what you're going to see in the 3 Qs is that we came down with 29 million shares. She is at 87.27. 86.53 would bring her back inside the lower range. Now, let's take a look at gold. We go over to gold, okay? GCG4. What do we have out here with gold? Gold right now is at 123.30, and what you have inside the physical market, number one, you had an expansion with volume going up. That's the bottom line. We are at 123.33. I'm looking for that over that 131.60. The equities themselves had an amazing day, folks, okay? They not only went topside, they went topside, breaking downtrends in a huge way. We take a look at the bond market. What you have with bond is this. If we start with the 10-year bond, the 10-year TYH. So the 10-year bond out here rejected lower price on Friday, on Thursday, did it with lighter volume, and guess what? What we did out here today, we had an expansion of volume. You're only up 6 ticks, but the bottom line did 500,000 contracts. What I expect you're going to get out here tomorrow is wide price spread, accelerated volume, and that baby wants to blast into the 124.24 level on the 10-year. The yield on the 10-year right now is, she's been bouncing around 3. She's at 2.983. She went over 3 again, back down underneath it. We take a look at the 30-year bond, USH for 2014, folks. Let's make it a great one. We had there, that did 163,000 contracts, and she's going to need a little more juice. Now she came into the lows, did it with lighter volume, rejected lower price. We're at 128.19. She did 168,000 contracts, but she is going to actually need more juice in order to get up into higher price. 877-927-6648. Let's go to our man, Dave in Clearwater. Happy New Year, brother.
How you doing? Happy New Year, Tom.
You too, man. Let's make it a great one.
Yes, sir. Planning on it. How was your Christmas?
Christmas is great. New Year's were great. It was absolutely awesome, man. Hey, you gonna send me an email or something so you can set it up and come up here and we'll trade for a while.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I was planning I was going to call your office tomorrow, check in with you. I didn't know if you were taking the week off or not. I was going to give you a call tomorrow. And
no, there's no time to take any time off now. Now we got a real markets, baby.
I know. It's starting to move. Tom, I got to tell you, man, as you know, I am bullish on gold, but I discovered on Wednesday that I am, in fact, chicken bull, and I'll tell you why. Go over to the euro for a minute.
I have it.
All right, when you look at the euro, if you put it on a weekly.
Okay, weekly.
Okay.
Let me get this. Okay, go ahead.
When you put it on a weekly, we come off the high, because I've had it in a sustained long downtrend channel. Okay?
Yes.
And we come off the high May 2nd, 2011. It's got a wide price spread. If the Forex market had volume, there's no doubt there would be accelerated volume. I mean, I'm looking off of Forex. I'm not trading off the
I'm
futures.
with you. It went from 149 to 143. That's a huge move in a week, folks. That's May of
Huge move in a
2011.
week.
Yeah.
Exactly. At this point in time, in the interest of saving time, Tom, this thing is a sell guard. It hit the high of a 618 off of that move down from May. Okay.
Nice.
Now, if you look at it from a daily standpoint,
look at that.
uptrend
Oh
channel,
man, it hit it. That's amazing. Okay, cool.
Dude,
Right.
I'm telling you, man. Let me just cut to the chase. The dollar is going higher, Tom. The dollar is going higher, man. So you tell me, Tom. Explain this to me. How can we have a sustained move higher in the dollar and a sustained move higher in gold? With the economy accelerating and things moving forward, there's no way that the Fed's going to go back to printing more money. Those days are behind us now. We're out of the woods. The economy is growing, albeit slowly.
Yes.
But it is, in fact, growing, and we're starting to pick up a little bit of steam. So I got to believe at the end of the day, the Fed is not going to go back and juice the market anymore. If anything, the quantitative easing, the bond buys, those, they're going to be phased out. That will put strength in the dollar. Interest rates going higher will put strength in the dollar. You've got a world is awash in liquidity looking for returns. A lot of that cash, I'm saying, is going to come back to the United States, knowing that the two move inversely.
Well,
how is this gold going to move higher with the dollar moving higher?
I agree with what you said, except for the interest rates. Okay, the dollar and gold can move higher, and it has to do with the currencies across the world getting croaked. And that's what is happening. The currencies across the world, in the correlation of even the U.S. dollar, are getting hurt in a big way. That correlation will put more demand into the dollar and, in fact, put more demand from weak currencies into gold. So that's what it looks like it's going to play out here, man. We'll see where it shakes out. But that's what I'm looking at. And as to interest rates, I think we just saw the high in interest rates again. I don't see the interest rate environment going there. And one of the main reasons has to do with what I just said there also, is that there's a huge amount of, whether it's, the Chinese, the Japanese, that their currencies are getting croaked, okay? And they're going to move into, at a 3% rate for a 10-year, that's a great rate when your currency's getting croaked. So I think that's where the demand is going to come inside of those. And, I love I'm probably the only person that thinks rates are going to go down. So I like that stand. Yeah.
Okay.
And that has to do with disruptive technology. It has to do with things are cheaper, man. There's not everything, but things are cheaper. Oh, look at the oil today, man. Oil got croaked. That's certainly not inflation, But I think inflation is going to be still lit out there. But You get the gold report. I said that, the beginning of the year, gold's going to be the Rocky Balboa of 2014, man.
I hear you, man.
Give me a call, brother.
All right, I'll call you tomorrow.
Thanks, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back.